Salutations. On a bright day, a lot of light everywhere. That's a good thing. So today let's talk about telepathy. Telethought transference. Alright? Telethought transference. A lot of us are born with this ability. Most everybody has that ability naturally, but yet it's been turned off to a certain degree, or our perception kind of is molded in a way that we don't actually use our telepathy anymore, and we miss some of the subtle things that come with it. So let's go over an exercise that I have used that helped me with telepathy a lot. I had tried other things. Mostly for me, it started off that as a child I was getting information coming off people. Things would come to me off people, especially telepathy type of things, and then I tried to send something back to them, and they didn't seem to be able to receive it, so that was very discouraging. All right, and for some that may put to the point of where they're questioning their sanity. So let's talk about a way to actually get your thought transfer through, to get the telepathy through. All right, this method here, I tried ones that were like writing something on a chalkboard, trying to send it to them in words, and that didn't work. It didn't always get through to people who are not using their telepathy or fairly unaware. All right, that can be frustrating. It can cause you to stop any of these techniques before you really get started. So patience is needed. All right, this particular technique involves, if you want to send a message to somebody, you want to see them. All right, use your creative visualization. That is one of the things that our imagination can do. That's one of our creative principle. Okay, so once you want to do that, you want to actually see them. All right, the next thing is you want to feel them. What does this individual feel like when they're in your field of awareness, when they're around you? What do they feel like? You want to feel them, then you want to have them see through their eyes, seeing you telling them the information. Okay, this is focusing your will of intent. All right, so this is incorporating several things: creative visualization, okay, intent, all right, and then also projecting your will and feeling, especially for your empaths. You know exactly what I'm talking about, what that person feels like. That's when you'll find the information will get through. But then you want to be also, the second part of this is to be patient, all right? Be aware of the subtle ways that this information comes back, how spirit may present it to you, things will miss. A lot of times it'll be something simple as the person calls on caller ID, you know that they're about to call, or you call them and they know. That's an easy one there. Or another one, for whatever reason, this person suddenly bumps you bump into them one day, or bump into somebody that says, hey, such and such was just thinking about you or talking about you. You run into this person, man, I've been thinking about you. That's the subtle ways that you're getting responses from this overall connected net that we're all in. All right, so that's just one way to do telepathy. I'm sure people have several others, but that's one way that I found was more effective at sending my messages through to somebody else. All right, the next part of it was being patient enough to wait for the response, which always may not be immediate. It may not come for several days, so be aware of that. Sometimes there's a time lag. So this is just one thing to go through there. Thank you for listening. This is all to raise consciousness, to get some of our natural abilities going again that have been dormant, because we come through certain things when we incarnate here, and we're molded to where we start forgetting some of our natural gifts. This coordinates back with the pineal gland, with the looking methods, and the visual gazing techniques we talked about. The stock techniques in another video, all right? Use those same gazing and looking techniques when you're creative visualizing this other individual. Sometimes it can help to have a nice crystal or a piece of labradorite like this one I have here, okay? That goes back to another video where we talked about this book by Melody, all right? The Kaleidoscope of Crystals. You might find a book in there that helps you to focus, all right? To gain stones that help you to focus for telepathy. Thank you for listening. More energy. God bless.